What's going on out there, party people? Been a while since we've been over on this channel.
Who's having a fucking party?
Everybody. Oh, boy. So, yeah, hi. Back on Raging Ink finally. Hold on one sec here. Get this back up so this way we'll be able to hear Trek when he speaks, because we got him on the call still from the Cold Bone Show.
How you doing, Trek? God damn it.
Good. How's everyone doing tonight?
Well, you know how we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Oof, excuse me. So, yes, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. This week has been an interesting one, that's for sure, considering all the wrestling that's been going on and my doctor's appointments and all of that. So, it's just going to be a quick episode for you folks tonight. First and foremost, I do want to thank everybody out there for the over 9,000. You heard me right, people. 9,000 views on our Evolution stream with our dear friend Ronnie and Trek and Johnny, as well as Bobbit and JP in the corner there.
Everybody was fucking mad at me because I was talking to them. It's my fucking house. I do what I fucking want, motherfuckers. Just kidding.
We've not been able to be on this channel for a little while because of the fact that my computer decided to take a massive shit on itself. It
didn't literally poop on itself.
You really just don't know how to shut the fuck up, do you? That's no problem, Ryan. It's always there. It is funny when he talks off screen, especially when the screen just goes black and all you hear is
the fuck kind of shit is that?
So, yes, things have been on hiatus for a little bit. Luckily enough, we were able to afford a brand new computer rather quickly and get everything back. I'm still working some of the kinks out with my channel here because of OBS from Streamlabs changing around some of my settings for Streamlabs itself, like the ticker. I have to go in and figure out how to change that all around again and to change my donations again. So I do have the alert box up and running. I just don't have the ticker on the bottom going. So,
hey guys, guess what? She's pregnant as fuck.
I am. For those of you who have not been following along.
I mean, pregnant.
For those of you who have not been following along.
Dude, she's gonna hit me!
I am pregnant and very, very close to my due date. So close, in fact, that the doctor and I set up at today's appointment our induce date, which would have been this coming Friday, which next
Friday, not this coming.
Yeah, would have been the Friday after Thanksgiving. However, apparently there's a lot of other pregnant women in Wisconsin at the moment in our area because they're running out of room to induce labor for people.
Well,
so, because hospital's under construction.
Think about this, though, okay? So, it's like middle of fucking February. It's really fucking cold. So, you stay inside. So, what is there to do? People fuck like rabbits in Wisconsin. It's that fucking cold. There ain't nothing better than fucking being outside. So, we get the hippity-dippity going in the fucking middle of winter. That's when all the babies are born.
And thank you guys for the congratulations in the chat. So instead, the induce date for the labor is going to be November 26th, which is our original due date, especially if she does not decide to come out on her own. So I'm kind of hoping she decides to go earlier, and it's just like, fuck anybody who is scheduled. I'm actually in labor now. You can go fuck yourself.
Knowing Heather, she'll suplex somebody.
I certainly will. I will be that woman that fucking clotheslining people out of the bed so that I can get a bed.
I'm going to try to stream it. I'm going to try to stream the birth.
That we are. We're going to see what we can work out in order to be live when the moment happens. it should be entertaining, that's for sure. Yeah. Also, with the gaining of 9,000 views on the Evolution pay-per-view, I also gained a lot of subscribers. So thank you very much to everybody who subscribed. I gained like 20 subscribers that night.
Well, that's right. You did, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay. No, you're good. You're good.
So thank you for everybody for subscribing and for sticking around until I was able to come back and stream for y'all again. This is more the platform that the show usually takes on for those of you who watched the wrestling stream. We will, however, be doing the Women's Royal Rumble, well, the Royal Rumble in general, on this channel for that weekend. Just so that you know, we will do wrestling occasionally, and occasionally I do rage out about wrestling, and we do get people that talk in, like this one sitting over here, rage about wrestling, conversations and stuff like that. I try not to do too much of it because of the fact that the father of my child also has his own wrestling show, which is called This Week in Wrestling, so it goes over the entire week of wrestling news and all of that. So I try not to take too much away from his channel, but sometimes there's overrun. He can just deal with it.
I do. I don't care.
So again, thank you for everybody who's subscribed new and has stuck around for the next video. It's very much appreciated. And again, thank you for the 9,000 views. That's historic for this channel. And I'm sure I will never ever see those kind of views ever again.
I'm sure you will.
It may happen with my birth.
But that's gonna be on my channel. On your channel, it's gonna be on my channel. I think I can upload it to your channel.
You can try to. No, because if you go live,
I can put it on a playlist.
There you go. Because if you go live from your phone, it's not a recording. It's anyway. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would love to sit there and watch me in pain.
Well, it's not so much that you're going to be in pain. It's going to be so much that you're going to be telling me to shut the fuck up.
This is true. But definitely we are set. I am ready for this to just be over with, like today. For those of you out there who are trying to get pregnant, I'm telling you right now, I am so itchy and in so much pain towards the end of this pregnancy that it's like I would have rathered a cat instead. However, it is what it is. Baby will be here soon, and pregnancy will be over with. I will be done with the suffering of that, at least. Definitely certain things. I did another stream, another Raging Ink video, where I went into more detail of everything that's been going on with this pregnancy up to a certain point. So definitely go check that out. It's been a rough road these last few weeks because of the fact of shortness of breath, pain, itchiness. I mean, I've literally got scabs all over my stomach from how much I'm scratching myself. So it's not been fun. It's not. These teenage girls out there who fucking sit there and say, "Oh, I can handle it." No, trust me, honey. I'm 32 fucking years old. I can't handle this.
Although it has been an easy pregnancy, the itching is a little fucking annoying. I get it, but the pregnancy itself. I mean, the last couple of weeks you've been really short of breath. She's been in pain the last couple of days, so. But that's just because the baby hit where she's ready.
Yeah, the baby has dropped into the pelvis, so we are. I'll go there. Doctor's appointment today. Cervix has not changed from last week, but still within the safe range, so nothing's really changed with that. So yes, Mello, it's painful. I mean, it's basically an 8-pound bowling ball hanging out around my pelvis, waiting to get pushed out. So, excuse me. We shall see how the next appointment goes, which is actually a few days before the induction date. So it's going to be even more fun. But with that being said, like I said, I just wanted to come onto the channel real quick, update everybody, thank everybody for the 9,000 views on my last video, and definitely go check it out. Go check out also my video of the pregnancy more in depth for those who are interested in becoming pregnant but don't quite know if they want to be. Because I can tell you from my experience and from what I went through and what I've read other women go through with their pregnancy, it's not a light task. Just for the pregnancy itself, let alone you're bringing a human into the world. So, we are definitely all set up on this new computer. I am using, instead of using XSplit, because apparently Skype decided it wanted to fuck over creators and become for the creators and basically make this whole new process of if you want to use our program, you have to go through NDI and use that within the program of OBS or XSplit. Okay, fine. So we sat there and tried several different ways to try and use the NDI through XSplit, and it just does not want to work. We get a horrible, like double, triple echo when there's more than one person on camera. It slows XSplit down to the point of it's barely usable. And it eats up so much CPU usage that we might as well be on fucking Windows 4.
Right.
So we've moved over to OBS and things have been running fine, as you can all see.
We've been sitting at for
Right now, 14%. So.
yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. We are still trying to figure out how to get the NDI to work with OBS, but for now, what we got going on is working. So, once we get that all figured out, we should be all set and should be right back to normal again, hopefully. But we're working with what we got, and you people seem to enjoy it all on both his show and my show, so we're going to stick with this until I can play around with this enough to figure out to get the NDI in there working and not have any kind of echo or slow down in the CPU or anything of that nature.
But we will not leave OBS. I don't think I'm going to.
I think
with the CPU that it uses.
I think we will be staying with OBS at this point forward, because of Skype changing their protocols and changing their program to this point and extent. And I'm pretty sure that with the change that Skype did is what fried my old computer. So if you have an old machine, please be careful with using Skype and updating Skype, because you just might end up with an issue. So just a little heads up there for you guys. It was an educational episode, Ryan. It was an episode that needed to be done. There's not enough people out there.
What's the old year episode?
About the pregnancy, yeah. There's not enough women out there actually speaking about the pregnancy, about their pregnancy, whether they wanted it or not.
Because everybody seems to think being pregnant is all roses and fucking unicorns.
It's nothing like they show in the movies, folks. No. It's nothing like it at all.
If you've ever seen the movie Knocked Up, they do kind of show you the bad side of being pregnant. If you've ever seen it, that's probably, yeah.
There we go. So even Mello had issues with his computer after he updated Skype.
Yeah.
So it's definitely this new Skype that they're using that's for creators actually makes it a lot harder for creators to actually create content and have more than one person on a fucking call.
Right.
It's like they sat there and watched YouTube that has one host and that's it.
I mean, it is good in a sense that it's clearer.
It's clear, yes.
However, because NDI doesn't work so well, and I can't get it to where we can't get it to work, or CPU usage sucks dick, essentially. Because we did figure it out, but it's CPU usage. You can't, without the NDI, you can't see OBS. You can't. So every now and then, if you've ever noticed on my show, where I kind of go back just to see where I'm at with everything, because I can't even look at YouTube. I have to look on my phone. So we're gonna try to get another screen.
We're gonna work on saving up for a second monitor.
If that works, if not, I don't know.
It should work because of the fact that the second monitor will have only Skype on it.
Yes, I know, but it's an extended desktop. So essentially what that's going to do is it's going to take a picture of the whole fucking thing. It's not just going to take a picture of...
Yeah, but we'll have OBS on this one, whereas we'll have Skype on the other one.
You're not listening to me.
And you're not listening to me.
No, I am listening to you. But if you know how an extended desktop works, you take a desktop, and I'm pretty sure this is going to happen. You take a screenshot of the desktop, or you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You're taking a screenshot of the whole thing, both screens.
Yes. No, because we're not going to do.
Okay.
What I'm saying. No, listen to me now. We're not going to do extended desktop. We're going to use it as a second display, like what you do at work.
No, that's an extended desktop. That's an extended display.
We'll figure this out later on when we can afford a new.
SpongeBob Cranky Pants. Jesus Christ. I'm just telling her the truth. Be mad. I don't care.
Done.
Are you? Asshole. She's been a prick all day, god damn it.
And meanwhile, I haven't done a fucking thing.
See? Fucking angry pants.
Oh boy. But yes.
I still love her though. Go ahead.
Oh, how you doing, Bobbit? Yes, I understand. Yeah, having no power is not fun at all. I hope you have a couple of your handheld gaming devices charged up so you have something to entertain yourself with. He's in the chat.
Hang in there, man. It does suck, but...
Yes, the East Coast is going through a bit of a nor'easter at the moment, so Bobbit and Ronnie are both without power.
Yeah, but the nor'easter isn't affecting Ronnie. Ronnie's probably just getting... It was just in her neighborhood. Whatever.
Both of them are without power, so that's why neither one of them are here with us this evening.
I know that.
I am talking to my audience.
The nor'easter has nothing to do with Ronnie. That's what I'm telling you.
She said she was having high winds.
Okay, but that... No. You're not fucking listening to me. That's southeast, not northeast.
What, Bobbit? Huh? Really no clue.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I can make a guess as to what you mean by that, but you'll get your power back, and then we'll have our Bobbit back on stream sooner rather than later. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. We've been with an accent. Yeah, exactly, Mello. Oh,
Mexican
Lordy.
Jim Cornette.
Yes.
Motherfucker!
Oh, Lord. But it's...
God damn! Fucking just want a fucking double cheeseburger with extra cheese, extra mayo, double onions, motherfucker!
Yeah, you're not the only one, Mello.
Piece of hell!
Being pregnant lady here, I'm hungry again as well. Well, TSS, that is his imitation of Jim Cornette.
Motherfucker!
Or rather, Bruce Pritchard's imitation of Jim Cornette. If you want to go and watch Something to Wrestle, it's one of the best podcasts out there involving wrestling that you get the backstage stories.
You know.
And Bruce Pritchard does some amazing impressions of these people. He's got Jim Cornette, Vince McMahon,
SOB!
Macho Man Randy Savage,
Hulk Hogan.
Jerry Jarrett, Hulk Hogan,
You know.
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman.
Yeah. Just Heroes.
Yeah, the second most recognizable athlete in the world, second only to Muhammad Ali.
So, and some of the stories he shares are just amazingly hilarious. It's just like, yeah, I could see that person doing that.
And some of them actually make you go, wow.
Right.
So really, essentially, that wasn't Vince's fault.
Right.
There's
And
a couple of them that everybody blames Vince for. He had nothing to fucking do with.
Exactly. You got that. You also have 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff. Both of them are both podcasts are moderated by Conrad Thompson, who's incredibly phenomenal at leading these guys in the direction he wants to go for that episode. So definitely go check out both of those podcasts. I'm not affiliated. I'm not looking for anything from them. I'm just spreading the word about these podcasts that give us great enjoyment on long car rides. Definitely go check those podcasts out. They're worth their weight in gold in entertainment alone, and just it gives you a deeper insight into both WCW and WWE's history. So definitely check that out.
Cornette might suck, but goddamn, he gives you great fucking content. I don't care what anybody fucking says.
Exactly. I mean, especially with the stories that Bruce Pritchard has of Jim Cornette. Especially from the NWA days.
Jim Cornette's misunderstood.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck about the feud between him and Joe. I really don't.
I don't really even think that's a feud anymore. So.
Yeah, it's a nothing burger.
His socks were legendary. Yes, they were. They're mellow Jim Cornette's.
Oh, it sounded like it looked like Cornette socks. I thought you said Cornette socks. I'm like, what? No, I think he's great.
No, his socks were always legendary. That's for sure. Woo! Excuse me. How you doing, Dan Rex?
What's up, motherfucker?
Hey, Dan.
Fucking cocksucker. Where the fuck have you been? He's a fucking heel. Son of a bitch.
Oh boy.
Touching my shit.
So we're also watching the Green Bay Packers game in the background here. Right now, for those not watching, the score is 14-10. Green Bay Packers leading. So definitely for more in-depth football talk, check out our show with Coop the Comedian on the Sidelight Study podcast. And we're having a lot of fun over there. Well, Dan Rex is not his girly voice, that's his Jim Cornette voice.
Motherfucker, I'll beat your ass with a fucking tennis racket, you son of a bitch! Motherfucker!
So.
Would you rather I say poopy? That's Vince McMahon.
So for those of you who would like more in-depth on the football talk, head on over to the Sideline Study where we talk news of the week, college football, and make our picks for the regular season. So far, it's been quite interesting what's been going on with those. So it's been fun. I am definitely, as the title says, now that we are back and running again, I am definitely looking forward to growing this channel even further. I do have my other channel, the Tattooed Masses, as well, which I will be getting back into once the baby is born and I am all healed up from that and can actually focus on more than just one channel, or rather 4 different channels because of the fact that I helped JP out with his. My two channels, and then I also have Behind the Reels with Bobbit, Trek, JP, which we will be getting back into as well after the baby is born. If you have not heard on Behind the Reels with the one show we have for that channel, because that's going to be, once we get things worked out and the schedules worked out, one of the shows on there is Real Movie Review. You have The Coming Attractions, which is my personal show on that channel, where I clue you in on 2 upcoming movies for the year. Also, Real Movie Review is a show Bobbit and I do, reviewing movies. We just recently finished up the Harry Potter series on that channel. Once the baby is born and things have settled down to the point that we can juggle the baby and podcasts again, Trek, JP, Bobbit, and myself will be reviewing Star Wars on that channel. So if you've not yet subscribed to Behind the Reels, go do so now. And yes, we will be going from the first episode to the last episode in order. So,
the introduction of Jar Jar Binks. Just kidding.
There we go. We're gonna have to deal with that. So definitely come check us out with that. We may have Johnny as well in with us on those episodes. We'll see how that goes. Oh, excuse me. This is the other problem with the pregnancy. It makes you gassy. I'm definitely looking into growing this channel and the Tattooed Masses channel as well. So definitely, the more the word gets out about my about the channels, the more greatly appreciated it will be. If you look down in the link in the description box below, you can donate to the channel, or as I call it, to the baby fund. You can also buy merch. I also have a book out there on sale in Amazon that you can buy. It's a science fiction novel, so you got that. I also have JP's Teespring store in the description below, as well as mine, so definitely go check that out. Pretty much that's all I really wanted to do for folks tonight, was give a quick little update on how things are going and where the pregnancy is going as well.
I just want to say something.
Well,
when you're done.
No, you can.
So I got homework for everybody. I want you guys to do me a favor. The Brenda Snipes. If y'all know who she is, she's the lady that counts the fucking. She counts the votes in Florida. If you compare her and Ursula from fucking Little Mermaid, they look alike. Just throwing that out there.
And Dan Rex, they are not spin-offs. They are episodes 1, 2, and 3 leading into 4, 5, and 6.
I think
No.
it's like
We are not going to be doing the animated series now.
No.
And yes, Ryan, I am indeed a published writer. I am working on book number 2 as we speak as well to go into that series. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm just about halfway finished with that book. So hopefully once the baby is born and I get the time during her naps to write a bit more in, by the new year, that book should be out for sale. So keep your eyes peeled out for that. And with that being said, everybody have a great night. And thanks for stopping in.